So I'm here because I'm doing a what do you need to know. It is Thursday, and I think it's a good time for a little midweek wisdom, just something to get you going. So yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. I have my Hoodoo Tarot here today, and then I have the Botanica. If I can pick it up. Botanica Tarot. All right. We are gonna go by elements, so fire, water, earth, and air. As always, watch your sun, moon, and rising, and your Venus, because you never know one or more might hit. Yeah. If you wanna show a little love to me while we're doing it, yeah. Okay. There you go. I'm doing one more time. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Show a little love. But yes, also personal readings are available. Yeah, you can check the description for the link to that. Aside from that, we're gonna go ahead and get it in. Let's start with our fire signs because it is Leo season. So one time for my Leos. Woo-woo. All right, we're gonna see what's up. What does the fire signs need to know? What is going on for our fire signs? For our Leos, Aries, and Sagittarius. All right, I'm gonna go from the top. One day I'm gonna give me a good camera where I can have a whole setup so y'all can see the cards and stuff. But soon. So soon. Okay. Okay, well, I'll take that is that. All right. So I do have a slightly different setup today. So you see me fidgeting and stuff. That is why. Because I'm experimenting with some things. Don't know this is going to be the same setup going forward, but oh well. All right, so fire signs. Okay, so the root of whatever this is that you need to know is we have the Star card, the Hierophant, and the Four of Wands. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for the loves and stuff. Thank y'all. So yeah, the root of this is the Star card, the Hierophant, and the Four of Wands. With that being here, that is you're building the foundation now for something that's going to last for, I would say, a lifetime. Okay, if not a lifetime, it's gonna last for a long time. So you're setting yourself up now, right? I know, especially with people who are in like their 20s, their early 30s, there's this sense of, I don't know if not I know, like, oh, I'm not where I need to be. I'm not where I want to be. And it's like, okay, yeah, but you're not supposed to be in a perfect place yet. You're still building, right? Your 20s is for when you're just trying stuff. You're young, you're experimenting things, you're figuring out where you want to go, what's your path, right? Your 30s is where you actually start to build. So don't think that, oh, I gotta rush into this. And that's not saying that you can't be older and still be experimenting and figuring things out, because life changes. So you can do one thing for about 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, and then think, okay, you know what, I tried it, it was great, I'm gonna try something else. So right now you are laying the foundation for something that's going to take you farther. All right. That's the root of this. That's why it may feel like, oh, this is a lot of work. Hey, Veronica, how you? So yeah, that's why it feels like it's a lot and it's tough, because you're trying to break through something. It's because you're setting a foundation. Building a foundation is, now I am not a builder. I am not a construction person. But I would go on a limb and say that one of the longer, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't know that's really what that is. But anyway, the foundation is one of the most important things that you need to build. It is the most important thing to build, because that's what everything is going to stand on. If you don't have a strong foundation, your building will not stand. Right? If you don't have a strong foundation, whatever you're doing is not going to stand and last. So, take your time and do take your time and do it right, okay? And shout out to the SOS band, okay? um you know, baby, you can do it, take your time, do it right, that, okay? So yeah, if it takes longer than you anticipated, that's okay, because you want to make sure that you are right and that you're getting it done, okay? So then we come up to the essence of what this message is, and that's the 5 of coins. Again, we're talking about change, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love you too, baby. um, but yeah, so the essence of this is that there is a change going on. There is a change of how you're getting your funds, how you're moving. There's a change of routine. You're changing your habits and your mindset right now. So yes, it's going to take a while because you're moving things over. Because you're moving things. So take heart that this is not something that's going to last forever. All right, you don't have to be in the building stage forever, okay? Yeah, so if it is it hard, yeah. Oh, 111, amen. Is it hard? Yeah, but you're building a solid foundation, so you got this. You got this. Pentacles slash coins slash whatever have you is also associated with that. Has Coins and pentacles are long-lasting things. They are associated with the earth. So, yes, maybe a little slower. Yeah, you may take a more time to do this, but it gets you where you need to be, and it lasts for a long time. Okay, so then we come up, we're gonna come to these next 2 cards, which are the influence over the situation, things that's happening, things that's helping out. All right, so we got John Horse. I love John Horse. Okay, John Horse, he's the Chariot. No, he's not the Chariot. He is the Emperor. Let me get my life together. All right, so he is the Emperor, and it's interesting though, because then we have the 9 of baskets on the other side here, which also is part of our influence over here. So with the Emperor and the 9 of baskets, this means that you have everything you need within you to get what you need to get done, right? You have the emotional bandwidth to make this happen. You use your, and also they want you to actually use your emotions to make this happen, right? Your fire signs. So you make things happen mainly through your emotions and this energy. You spark things so you can make things happen and keep it going. So use your emotions to power your dream. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go to our air signs. We're gonna do air signs. All right. Just gonna shuffle. Y'all be tripping out. Y'all be tripping me out on here. People be writing the craziest things, and I do not understand. Well, I do understand why, but it's crazy. Anyway, yeah. Life is life in it, and y'all know we are going through a major shift right now anyway, right? And I'll be like, oh, y'all been saying that for the longest, because it's true, but change does not happen overnight. Like, it doesn't. It is gradual, and it depends on us all to make things happen. Depends on us all. What's good, human? How you? Let me shuffle this to get our root. Let's see what's going on. That is a lot of requests. Y'all just the most audacious people out here. I'm okay for not being dope. I'm good. I'm good. I'm great. Actually, having a good day. Been productive. I mean, you cool, but it's just, it's odd, you know? Um, oh, not the justice popping right on out. Am I really cool? I am. I'm fly. Legit. Thanks, dude. Yeah, dude is, dude is unisex, All right, so my air signs. The root of your message is the Justice card and the Ace of Wands. So we have, yeah. Oh. Oh, so I was trying to go, and then when I said we have, I heard a problem. So, okay. Apparently, spirit ain't feeling something. What's going on in your life, or either your habits, or what's going on around you in your energy. So, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how that kind of comes from these cards, but thank you. Same to you, friend. Thanks for popping in. um, yeah, this is kind of interesting. So, air signs, are you doing everything that you need to do to get where you need to be? Or is everything around you? How's your mindset? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. What's your mindset like in this moment and around what you're trying to do? So, I think a lot of things that it has you cloudy and anxious is from mindsets and old traumas. It could be your mindset can be programmed from old trauma or something like that. But clear out one cleanse, smoke, bath, spray, water spray, whatever. But one cleanse. Two, you got to change your mindset around certain things. Now, if that means that you need to talk to somebody, get a different perspective, or you need to have a different experience, or you need to see something, you need to read something, read some statistics, read some books, read something that's going to change your perspective, or go and have the different kind of experience, if you know what I mean. So there needs to be a change of mindset and a change, like, to clear that clutter in your head. And then once you do that, it kind of adjusts your vision. And when your vision is adjusted, then you become, you find it's actually easier to move forward and get some things done. Because action is needed, but you got to be in the right mindset. And right now, you're not in the right mindset. Yeah. Also, there's some, and this could stem from a, not a rebuttal. This could stem from a reprise. That is a redo. That's not what that is. A consequence of something. So you had an experience, you did something, you had an experience. It's like, oh no, I gotta chill out, right? Or let me not do that. And now you're feeling bad. It kind of had you have to rethink a lot of things. And so it kind of messed with your self-esteem. And it made you think, can I really do this? And yes, you can. You just gotta redo some things. Don't let it get you down. Just because it didn't work the first time don't mean that you can't fix some stuff and come back and do it. Your that one chance is not your only chance, right? Right. So, and then we come to the center card, the center of this, the essence of this reading, and it's the Four of Coins. So, again, we're building a foundation. So you're not supposed to know everything there is or exactly how to do it and get it right away. You're not supposed to be perfect. This is a journey, and this thing takes a long time. So you're going to be having some learning experiences. So embrace that, but know that your foundation is strong. Know your foundation is strong, and now you just got to go and build. You're building. You're going to have some upsets. You're going to have some learning experiences. You're going to have some wins. You're going to have to go and do some redos. You're going to have to remeasure. You're going to have to tear some things down and start again. You're going to have to remake some things. And that's okay. That's okay. So don't give up just because you seen something didn't work, or don't give up because it wasn't as good as you thought it should be. Don't give up on it. Go back, figure out what worked, what didn't work. Figure out where you went wrong, adjust it, and come back and do it again, right? So the influence over this reading and kind of the why or what's going on is the Eight of Baskets and the Nine of Knives. So these two things, baby, you was emotionally and mentally drained from this. So this is why a break is always needed. A break is needed every now and then, right? So go do something else. Switch tasks. Make it a point to switch tasks when you're doing things, right? As you're going, if you wanted to keep your attention, work on it, but don't be so obsessed with it that it's what you're doing 24 hours a day. No, you don't have to do it from sun up to sundown. Work on it, take a little break, find another task and what you need to do. Go from there, right? Right. All right. So don't force yourself to do this, because if you feel like, oh, I have to do it, I have to do this because I need to do this, then it becomes a burden on you, and then that emotionally drains you, and then it starts to be anxious. You get anxious because you're thinking, if I don't go through with it, oh, I'm a failure. And it's like, whoa, no, it's not like that. You're doing this because you enjoy it. You're doing this because you're good at it. So don't let the thought of, oh, I need to be successful, or I want to do this and I want to do it well, stop you or make you not have fun with it anymore. All right? Don't forget to have fun. Your passion and your drive and your creativity comes to it because you want to do it. Don't get so bogged down in it and thinking that it's something that you have to, that it becomes work, an unfulfilling work. All right? Maintain your happiness and your joy and your doings. This is something that you're passionate about. So pace yourself. Take breaks when you need to take a break. Okay. We're going to go to our earth signs. Nine more. From the time. Hey, golly gee. Hey, good golly. All right. What is our root? What is the root of the situation? Or root of this message? Excuse me. A lot of major arcana. Hey, earth signs, what are y'all doing? What y'all got going on? Okay, so the root of your message and the root of this thing is the judgment. I think that's judgment. Hold on. Y'all know how I go? If I am unsure, I'm going to fact check. I'm going to make sure I'm good. One of these is the judgment. The other one, I think, is the Hierophant. If not the Hierophant, it's like something else. But I'm going to look it up. And that is why we keep the book. That's why we keep the book. Oh, dang. Come back. Oh, that's the Tower. Okay, cool. I should know that because I done had that and that's going up a lot. Oh, it's the Emperor. I was so wrong. Gosh, I was so wrong. Okay, anyway. But for the judgment to come into my head, though, I'm going to take that as a little mini message. So take this as a mini message, I guess. With the judgment being here, there is a switch for something. Oh, it's 222. Amen. With the judgment, when the judgment pops up in my head, you're on the precipice of a major life-changing decision, right? And when you make this decision, it doesn't necessarily take effect immediately, right? You're not going to feel the effects immediately. That decision, once you make that decision, then you have to act on it. And once you do that, you're going to realize, oh, snap, Yeah, you may look up 3 weeks down the line, 2 days down the line, 2 years down the line. You realize, oh, so glad I made the decision, because then that led me to thinking differently. It led me to doing things differently, speaking differently, and now here I am. All right, so yeah, I got a major decision coming up. That being said, we have the Emperor here and the Tower. Major decisions. Okay, so things ending. Okay, this may feel like a dramatic ending, or something that was a long time coming, but it has to collapse. And there's nothing wrong with that. We like a good ending for a beginning, right? So, with the Emperor being here, you're the one who's deciding to let this go, or you're having to decide to let it go, right? Because this is for the expansion and the good of your kingdom, your empire, whatever it is that you have dominion over, right? Because emperors have to make not crazy, but emperors have to make decisions, and their decisions affects an empire, multiple people, many people, all right? Many territories, domains, all of that. Okay, so there is this whole thing that you gotta do is you got to make a decision, and your decision is going to affect how things go forward. Now, because the Tower is here, there is an ending. So no matter what you do, something is going to have to end. This may mean that you have to terminate a connection or a agreement or something like that. You have to end, there's the end of a contract, and you have the option to renew or to go with somebody else, right? You may decide that you want to go with somebody else. You may decide that you end the connection romantically, familially, whatever, and then because of that, you're freed up and you're able to handle somebody else, deal with somebody else. All right. The essence of this is the Daughter of Sticks. She is a knight. She is the Knight of Wands. She is the fastest knight in this deck. She is the fastest daughter in this deck. So because you have to do that, you have to act, and you have to act with efficiency and with speed. All right. So you don't have a month, a year, five years. You don't have very long to sit and mull over this decision. You've seen what you needed to see. You've heard what you needed to hear. It's time for you to make the decision. Choose wisely. All right. Now, that being said, we're going to look at our influences, those things that's influencing the situation. We have the Nine of Knives and the Father of Knives. So this is something that is pretty big, and because of that, there is some anxiety surrounding getting this done, surrounding this decision. How do you ease your mind? Go over your facts. You got notes. If you don't have notes, think about your experiences. Do the reviews, okay? Look at reviews. Look at what's been happening. How has this partnership or connection been affecting you? Has it been beneficial for you? Has it been, I forgot what the opposite of beneficial was, but if not, that's fine. Has it been beneficial? Yeah, okay. So is it enough that you want to continue this? No? Okay. Then how do we go about ending it, right? How do we move on? And then once you do that, what next, right? So there is this thing of, okay, I ended, what now? And you have to plan that out. But you being the kings here, you being the Father of Knives here, that means that you have already set that up. That means you have a plan, or you're putting together a plan. You have the authority to put together that plan. With the Father of Knives and with the Emperor being here, you have the authority to do it. And with the Daughter of Sticks, that means that you have not only the authority to make it happen, you're going to be the one to have to carry it out. I feel like that's kind of straightforward and simple. You got this. You're amazing. You can do it. It may suck, but that's okay, because we have to do things that suck to get better and improve. Yeah. Okay, so let us go to our water signs. We're gonna bring it in with our water signs. Yeah. One more. Well, I was gonna pull from the top, but then I looked down and I saw 3 cards already pulled, already fell out. So I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that, okay? Because Spirit was like, this is what we need. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's get the root of the situation. I like doing this. I like this. This is nice. Now I'm doing it with limited space, kind of. I mean, I guess I could work long wise, but eh. All right. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Words are not wording today. All right, Knight of Cups and the 3 of Wands. So the root of our situation is the Knight of Cups and the 3 of Wands. So everything that you're doing currently stems from a need to fulfill some emotional. It comes from you wanting to fulfill an emotional need. Okay. Cups are passions, emotions, love, things like that, connection. So the 3, you want to expand, this, you want to expand whatever this is. Maybe that's a passion project that you got going on. You also need to be open, right? There's this need of wanting to be open and wanting to further this thing. So whatever this is you got going. For some, okay, this may be a little niche, but, well, this is niche. But for some of y'all, in this romantic situation, you're thinking about opening up a relationship or being poly. Do your research. Be very open. The only way poly relationships of any kind, caliber, or type works is with open communication and honesty. Remember that. So if you are not going to be honest or communicate with your partners, do not do it. Okay? Make sure that you are mentally sound enough and able to communicate for that to work. All right. So that's out the way. Yeah, you're wanting to expand, and you're very passionate about this thing that you're trying to expand and make happen. All right. The essence of it is the 5 of Sticks. There is a little bit of conflict there, so you're wanting to make the best decision, but you're trying to avoid as much conflict as possible, which is understandable. So, again, research. Talk to the people. All right, you got to mull it over. What's the benefits? What's the drawbacks? What is the best way to go about it? So, reason it out. Okay. Yeah, reason it out. All right. So our influences over this is the Son of Sticks and Dr. Buzzard. Dr. Buzzard is the Justice card. All right. So my dear ones, you gotta be open-minded, and have a sense, come at it at a sense of exploration, because that's what this is, right? In your expansion, you want to have fun with it because you need to learn. You don't know what this is. You haven't had this experience. You haven't had this time before. You haven't been in this position before. So you're emotionally like, okay, you need to be open. All right. What you need to take away from this thing is be emotionally open, have fun with it, and communicate. All right. Be emotionally open, have fun, and communicate. That is how you're going to, one, come out of the situation happier, and for it to be maintained, for you to maintain this. Okay. For you to have a good time and maintain this, you need to be open, communicate, and have fun. All right. Don't be a stick of mud about it, because people don't like people who are sticks in the mud. All right. And I love you. I love you. I love y'all. My water signs. But sometimes y'all can get a little too much. So, you know, all right. And that's coming from a water sign ascendant. So, have fun. Don't get too much in your head or in your feelings about it. All right. On that note, I appreciate y'all for hanging with me. Thank y'all for being in here. I hope that helped. Okay. Let me know. Did this resonate? Did it help you? Comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right. Again, look to the description for how you can get a personal reading. Okay. Have a good one.